Welcome to Before the Bell, the WBC Muay Thai World Title Face-Offs. Today we are joined by two very incredible gentlemen who are facing off for the Bantamweight WBC Muay Thai World Title. I am joined today by the one and only Fergus Smith and the one and only Gianny De Leu from Belgium. So I've got an Englishman versus a Belgian today. Two world champions in their own right, but this one, they're going toe-to-toe in the bantamweight division for the green and gold beauty. So let's get straight into it. Oh, by the way, I am Joe Comerford, commentator, RWS presenter. You might know me from other things, but I'm also the host of Before the Bell. So representing the UK and the infamous Bad Company Gym, Mr. Fergus Smith. Welcome, my friend.
Hello, it's nice to be here.
And also representing the Defence Force and Belgium, Mr. Gianny De Leu. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Now, gentlemen, this is for a WBC world title, so we'll get into it. Now, I'll just go straight to Fergus. Fergus, you've grown up in one of the most respected gyms in the UK. And also, you know, you come from a lineage of Muay Thai experts and like pretty proud Muay Thai stock. How has that shaped you into the fighter that you are today?
Well, I think I've been able to take little things from every good fighter in our gym and not just learn from what they're good at, but also learn from what they're bad at. Like with Liam, there's been a lot of stuff that might have held him back, and I've been able to learn from that and overcome more stuff earlier. I think coming from a gym like Bad Company, it adds a lot of pressure to, obviously, when you're getting into the ring. But I also think that I take the pressure as a bit of a privilege. With the pressure, I think when we're stepping into the ring, it always makes me perform better. If I didn't have that added pressure, I don't think I'd perform the way I do. I'm way better when I'm absolutely terrified. If I'm like really, really, really nervous, then I'm way better. So becoming from where I've come from and coming from the fighter and the fighters that have been brought up around, I think it adds a pressure that is actually shaping me into the fighter I am, because I can't really escape it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can't really, wherever I fight, I'm always being compared to Liam. I'm always being compared to, everyone's always talking about my parents. So my expectations are so high. I think the to deliver also drives me to deliver.
Well, I mean, it's interesting you say that, because I can sort of understand that. I mean, both my parents are teachers. I mean, they don't come from, you know, a combat sports background, but I can sort of understand that. Like when I went through university, I didn't really want to be a teacher, but there was all this pressure on me all the time. I wanted to drop out, but you perform under that pressure. You perform to the high expectations, and especially coming from a gym like that, you know, I can sort of empathize with that mentality that you've really always got to be top of your game, because not only do you want to impress everyone, but you want to live up to that name, right?
Yeah.
Now, back to Gianni, you've come through kind of the European tournament style, you know, the points fighting style, that high-paced tempo, and you've also won on the world stage on, you know, one of the world's bigger promotions. How has that journey prepared you for a fight like this, and how has that prepared you for the fighter that you are today?
Gives me a lot of experience, especially the high speed and then the high volume from the fighting in Europe, and we put a lot of pressure, and that's something that makes my style. Especially when the condition is good, if you can do it for 5 rounds, it's really hard. I came from the IFMA style also. I did some big tournaments, and that's multiple fights in 1 week, making weight every day. So that's really hard. And I know if I have to do it only one day for a professional fight, that's an advantage for me. You know, I can do it for one fight. So yeah, for me it's okay. And yeah, I have also some world titles. I have the experience of the 5 rounds. I have the experience to fight for something big. It's a kind of pressure also. But if you get used to it a little bit, if it's not the first time, yeah, that's something better in your advantage.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, if you look at both of your careers, I mean, both of you have sort of grown up kind of through the tournament system a little bit. If you think about, other sanctioning bodies and their different tournament styles, you've got the high volume, the high pace, and then just like you said, you've got to cut weight multiple times, especially if you go to the international competitions. I mean, Fergus, you've been at a few of the amazing Muay Thai festivals. And you
Yeah,
would have
I
had
did
to
the
do that.
IFMAs as well. I did the IFMAs as well when I was younger.
Yep.
But they're
Yeah,
all
so you would have both, had similar experience, and then you've both fought on one championship in the small gloves. So you've got, that compounded experience across multiple platforms. So it's really interesting, this fight, bringing you both growing up in similar systems, but the versatility that you both bring. Now, just going to Fergus, when people describe you or when people meet you, how would you describe your style to someone who's never seen you fight?
I don't think you could describe my style because I'm different every fight. Like in my last couple, I've decided to be hands heavy, but before that, I've always been a kicker, or
Mm.
and I can or if I've needed to have clinched. Describe my style as I'm adaptable. I don't have one set way of doing things. I get in the ring and I'll just adapt to what's going to work. So if clinching works, I'll clinch him. If kicking's going to work, I'll kick him. If boxing's going to work, I'll box him. It's not, I don't have one thing that I think I'm better at. I think every attribute of my game, I think, is as good as the other. So yeah, if I had to describe it, I'd just say I'm adaptable.
Adaptable, I like that. And what about you, Gianni? Like, if people see you fight for the first time, how would you describe your style?
Like I said before, somebody that puts a lot of pressure, so the high volume in the fight, a little bit unpredictable, I think. Sometimes I can come with things you don't expect that are coming. But I'm also complete. I'm like Fergus a little bit. I'm not better in one thing, but I'm a good boxer. I can kick, I can clinch, I can put some pressure, I can go backwards. I can do a little bit from everything. So that makes me a complete fighter, I think.
Do you guys think that experience across different types of fighting has helped make you unpredictable and adaptable? So, I mean, like Fergus saying adaptable and then you're saying unpredictable. Do you think that plethora of experience across different
Yeah,
rule sets has allowed you to do that?
yeah. Well, both of us have come from the amateur background, coming through the
Mm.
IFMAs and the WBCs, and fighting every day, and not knowing who you're going to fight. It means that you're not preparing for someone. You're not preparing for a style. You've got to get in the ring, and you've just got to fight what's put in front of you, and you've got to adapt in the ring. So I think the IFMA and the WBC. More the WBC for me because I've obviously done a couple more of them, and I think the level at them might be. I personally, after fighting in both of them, think the level at WBC is a bit higher. But I think when you've got so many different styles fighting, you can't just sit there and prepare for a clincher or prepare for. You've got to prepare for every style. So it
Mm.
means when you get in the ring, it's not a surprise.
And what about you, Gianni? Do you think that experience has allowed you to be unpredictable?
Yeah, it is something the same. Like you said, you have sometimes five fights in one week. You don't
Mm.
know who is coming or what is coming. So you need to prepare it. If you have somebody that kicks really good, you have to adapt your style for it, and then maybe the next day you have to clinch, and maybe the next day you have to box. Uh, with the advantage with the tournaments, you have to be complete fighter, and if you are not a complete fighter, you will not win such tournament.
And I think this is what makes this world title pretty special. I mean, from me looking on the outside in and looking at both of you fighters, this is going to be a really, really interesting one because adaptable and unpredictable. Now, I'm going to go to Fergus. Fergus, when you look at Gianni, what do you see, and where do you believe you have the advantage?
To be honest, I don't want to like sound arrogant, but I do just believe I believe I'm stronger. I believe I'm faster. I believe I hit harder. I think if you watch my fights, you can see I've been dropping people, knocking them out, stopping them, that sort of thing. I think when people get hit by me, they know about it. And for such a small weight, I think that's something that I've got that not a lot of people, not a lot of other people do. I think he's very good. I do think I wouldn't be fighting him if he wasn't very good. This is the fight. These fights that excite me. It's for a WBC World Title, so I'm not going to be fighting a bum. I'm happy it's Gianni because, in my opinion, he's one of the best from what I've seen in the division. So it's going to be really, really tough, but because he does put a lot of pressure on his opponents and it's a high volume, high pace fight. But I think I'm fit enough to fight for 5 rounds. I'm fit enough to keep up with the pace, and I quite like people who put pressure on me. I don't mind. It means I can catch them on the way, and it means I can body kick underneath as they're punching. So I think, without sounding arrogant, I do think I have the advantage in most areas, but I'm sure he'll probably say the exact same thing.
Well, just going back to you, Gianni, like obviously, as fighters, fight study, and tape study is a really important aspect of at this level, at the world title contention level. I'm guessing, I'm taking a stab in the dark, that you study Fergus, and when you study Fergus, or at least look at some of the clips, what stands out to you, and where do you think you can exploit him?
Yeah, of course, we watch some videos. I think it's normal. Everybody does it on this level. What I see on Fergus, his movement is really good. Fergus, like he told, he's a complete fighter. He can box, he can clinch, he can kick. But I think it's also with me the same. And I heard multiple times they watch the videos and they tell me I'm stronger, I'm faster, until we are in the ring. And that sometimes the pace they underestimate it because it's so high, and especially the first 2 rounds is I keep it up, and yeah, then they're like, oh damn it, it's bigger than it looks on the video, and I think the pace will be good for me, and I hope Fergus can follow it so we can give 5 rounds.
I hope I can as well.
And then we will see. We make a good fight, I think. It's 50-50. Will be fire.
Well, just going off that idea, talking about, dictating the pace, who dictates the pace of this fight? Fergus or Gianni? So I'm going to go to Fergus first. Who do you think dictates the pace of this fight?
Well, I think a lot of people who have fought me have come in with a plan, and very quickly that plan has been out the window because as soon as someone steps in on me, they're getting it with someone. You can't just walk forward on me. You can't just put pressure and be throwing loads of stuff on me because my defense is too good. You're not going to hit me. You're just going to tire yourself. People just tire themselves out, kick in the air, punch in the air when they're fighting me. So I think the pace will be dictated by. To be honest, I think I can. I think the pace will be dictated by both of us. I think it'll depend on the round. I think sometimes I might come out in round one and he's coming out fast. That means I've got to match that. But then in round two, I might end up. I think I'm going to end. I might end up like being able to slow it down a bit, maybe bringing it into a bit more of a scoring thing. But like I said, I think we both fight at a high pace, so I think the pace of the fight is going to be dictated just by both of our styles, both of how we want to fight, how we both fight, and I don't think either of us are going to really let each other have a rest. So I think it's one of them where it just depends on it just depends what point in the fight we're in.
I can see Gianni shaking his head a little bit and going,
Yeah.
"No, that's not happening." So does that mean you're dictating the pace of the fight?
Normally, I always do it. You never know. It's still a fight. If I'm coming, I'm coming. Like you say, you cannot touch him, you cannot punch him. But what if I land? What if I hit him? What if I go in the clinch? We will see that it's a fight. He prepared, I prepared for the fight, and I think the one that's that day the best will make the pace, I think. And I think both of us, if we feel we can knock out each other, I think we will go for it, and that will be the pace, and that will be who puts the volume up, I think.
Well, I think speaking of pace, when you talk about the bantamweight division, you're both very light, but you both pack a lot of power in this division as well. So I'm expecting high volume, rapid fire, and a lot of explosive hands. I'll tell you that much. Now, just looking at the actual world title itself. Now, the green and gold. The green and gold is a very much sought after belt. This is a WBC world title, Fergus. You fought in some of the amateur amazing Muay Thai festivals. Does that add pressure, or does that bring out your best, the fact that it's a WBC title? Recently Liam got the WBC diamond belt. You want to add another one to the gym? Is this adding pressure to you?
Bit of. I don't think the fact that I've done the WBC is adding the pressure, and I don't think the fact that Liam won the diamond belt adds a pressure. I think the WBC belt, it's always been the belt that I've dreamed of. It's the belt that everybody wants. I'm sure it's the belt that Gianni's always wanted. So neither of us are gonna give it over lightly. But yeah, I think. Yeah, it's what you want. It's what you've always dreamed of. It's what I've always said I want to do before I take the next step and before I commit myself into one championship or one of those promotions. Because I was actually offered one championship for the day before this fight, but we said no, so we could do this instead. Because I think this is the kind of opportunity that doesn't come back, doesn't for a while. See, if Gianni won it, then even he don't have to defend it for 18 months. And if he just said no, then what can I do about it? You know what I mean? So opportunities like this don't come a lot, and with it being for the WBC, and with there being Liam winning the WBC and me fighting in the WBCs, I think if anything, it should mean that the WBC want me to win, because he's fighting in IFMA, he's doing all the IFMAs. I'm the WBC, I'm your guy. So you guys should be wanting me to walk out of there with it. Yeah, man.
And I love that. Now, Gianni, you've got a stack of belts behind you. In fact, Fergus, you actually won a world title not too long ago, and congratulations on that. Now, Gianni, you've already won some major world titles. What does the WBC world title mean to you, the green and gold?
Well, for me, it's another world title on the bucket list, but I think the WBC is one of the bigger titles. It's the title that everybody wants, I think. If you look to all the great fighters in the world in Thai boxing, they all have it. Like Liam Harrison, they all have it, And I think if you on that level, you want it too, Like he told, if you can fight one championship, yeah, it's nice. But if you get the opportunity to fight for the WBC, yeah, that's something you have to take. Maybe it's your first time and your last time. You never know. So if you get the opportunity, you have to go for it. And we did it. We asked WBC. They told us, yeah, it's good. You can fight for it. And then we have the opponent, Fergus. So yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I
was pretty gassed when you asked me. I was well happy. My dad walked into the living room and went, "Oh, do you want to fight in Belgium for a WBC world title?" I jumped up and went,
Yeah, we had 4 opponents, and we just sent a message, and then we talked to everybody, and then I think you guys told us we have to fight at one championship, and then we keep talking, and then we say, okay, we're gonna fight WBC. and now we are here, 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
I know.
It's come around quickly.
Yeah.
Time is ticking. Now, just looking at preparation, Fergus, how's preparation for the world title going? Is it any different to normal prep, or are you tuning things up, especially for this?
It's quite nice because I'm the focus of the gym at the moment because because obviously Joe Craven's fought in Australia yesterday. So my dad's been in Australia. So it's been a little bit odd not having my dad there for the training camp. But then again, we've got so many people in the gym that it doesn't really make a difference to the training camp. It's nice to be the focus of everyone. It's nice to be the one walking in the morning and people are like, right, Fergus is here. Who's going to train him? Who's going to get him the best training? I think actually I've been on one run for this fight, which is different than I normally do. I never run for fights because it messes my knees up. And I went on a run and it messed my knees up, so I didn't go on another.
Well, I mean, it's probably one of those things, especially in the UK and Europe. It's pretty cold up there, and that would play. I mean, that would play with the old rickety knees anyway. I know it would with mine.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I don't feel my knees in any other thing, and then as soon as I run, they're just for 3 days. My knees are just like. Ugh.
So what
I was shaking my legs, by the way. You can't even see it. I forgot.
Just out of interest, what do you do for your base cardio then, if you're not running?
A lot of pads, a lot of sparring, and we've got probably the best facilities in the UK in our new gym. We've last year just opened up a new huge gym in Leeds, and we've got a massive S&C area. So I've got so many different machines and like what bike you can go on, the assault bike. That's what I normally do, sprints, and also, just loads of pads, loads of sparring, as much actual Thai boxing as possible alongside my S&C, and alongside doing like stuff on the watt bikes and sprints and just stuff like that.
Yeah, I know, it's amazing to see the how things have changed over the last kind of 10 years in terms of research and the training styles. You know, you've got all these different methods to get around that, especially if you've got injuries and things to work around. Now, Gianni, how's your prep going? Are things tuned up, or is it just another fight for you?
For me, it's not the first world title or big tournament, so I know what to do. I know how to train. So it's the same as every fight camp for me. Maybe a little bit more motivation because it's for the WBC. It's not just a normal fight. So yeah, I'm really happy, and everything is going good.
Now, just looking at kind of the mindset of you both, looking at your athletic capacity, right? You're both at the top level. But do you think mindset is a big thing that separates champions and just regular fighters? Do you think you've got to have a particular mindset to be a champion? Or do you think, you can get away with just training super hard? I'll throw it over to Gianni first.
No, I think you need to have the champion mindset. You have to need the discipline. If you are just training for fun, you will not get a title shot or winning a big tournament or something. You need to be disciplined. You need to train hard every day. So you need that mindset. And if you don't have the mindset, you will not get there.
Well, I think mindset does play a big part of it. I think training is 90% of it. Mindset's 10% of it. You've got to go in there believing in yourself. You can't go in there thinking that you're going to lose. Sorry, I can't remember. I've just lost my train of thought. Can't go in there believing you're going to lose. Yeah, you can't go in there believing you're going to lose, but also I don't think you can go in there believing you're going to absolutely lever them. Like, I go into all of my fights knowing I could either get out of this a winner or I could get out of this a loser. But I think it's the belief in your skills that creates the champions. It's the believing in the last round. You might be 4 rounds down, but it's the champions who come out in the 5th round and are looking for the finish and are looking for that one moment of magic. I think that's what separates champions from normal people, is when it gets hard and when you've got a bite down on your gum shield, you don't just shy away from it. You actually rise to it.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, and I mean, we're seeing that, you know, very prevalent now in kind of say the mid-level scene, where you see the guys who make it and the guys who don't, and the guys who are sort of fading away are the guys who can't go the 5th round and bite down on their gum shield and go right to the bell, you know, who sort of stand back and dance. So I think you both have got incredible philosophies about, you know, being champions. Now, to both of you, well, to Fergus actually, do you believe Gianni has fought someone like you before? Somebody as adaptable as you?
I don't think anybody's ever going to fight anybody like me. I think I am one of one. I don't think there's anybody that could replicate what I do. So no, do I think that Gianni's fought someone like me? No, but then again, do I think that's going to make a difference on the day? Not really, because obviously he's used to fight. He's so experienced with in the amateur scene and professionally that he's seen it all before. He knows what he knows what to expect, what to not to expect, that sort of thing. I mean, but I think there's a few stuff I've got up my sleeve that he might not be expecting. So let's just hope.
Well, I won't ask you what those things are up your sleeve, because, you know, that's what the fight is for.
My arms. Sorry.
I'll give you that. You're quick. Now, Gianni, do you believe Fergus has faced anybody with your amount of experience and volume and pressure?
Experience, yeah, maybe, but the volume and the pressure, I don't think he ever experienced that before. But we will see that day, you know. I have good things, he have good things. We have both a lot of experience, and I think we have all see it. We have some guys, they put a lot of pressure. We have both have two guys that really strong or really fast. So it doesn't matter. I think that day we will be prepared. We will be prepared 100%, and we will expect a lot of things from each other, I think.
Awesome.
Can I just add one more thing into that? I think both of our fights, the experience we've had, I think it's all been preparing us for this. This is what we've both probably always dreamed of. So I think whenever I've been fighting, it's always, the WBC's always been in the back of my mind. It's always been the thing that I've been striving to get. So I don't think either of us will come in. Either of us will do anything unexpected to the other, or will or do anything that will come as a shock, because we've both been preparing for however many years. I don't know how many years Gianni's been training, but I know I've been preparing for this literally since I was about 6 years old.
Gianni, there's a good question there. I know, you know, Fergus, you've been in the junior scene throughout the UK, and then obviously the amateurs and then the international tournaments. Gianni, how long have you been training Muay Thai and fighting for?
I'm training Muay Thai from my 10 years old. So I am now 24, so almost 14 years. So I have the experience, I have a lot of fights. So I do it a long time already. Like I said, we have another good guy, Jelte Blommaert, in the gym. He also fight one championship. He had also the WBC European title. And the moment he gets the title, I was like, now it's my time. I wanted to, you know. And now we are a couple years later, and now it's my time for a world title.
Now,
Actually, do you want to know a fun fact?
Yep, I do.
Me and Gianni, and he won't know this either, actually fought on the same show. I don't even know how many years ago. Do you remember when you fought Corey McLaughlin?
Yeah, I know. I thought it was your brother. Did your brother fight there?
My brother fought on that show, and I also fought on that show as well.
I didn't know you were fighting there, but I know your brother.
Yeah, we both fought on that show, and I remember looking, obviously, looking on YouTube, and I was scrolling down, and I thought,
Yes, yeah,
I fought on there,
crazy. Yeah, it was my.
and that's
I think
mental.
it was my really first time in England, my first Muay Thai fight. So yeah, you will see that in that fight it was the first time.
Well, there you go. I mean, Muay Thai is a small world. Now, gentlemen, just a little bit more back and forth. What round does this fight start going your way, and why? I'll go over to Fergus.
Well, hopefully one, but I think I think once I've got a really fast working brain. I'm riddled with ADHD. So once I've worked you out, I don't think there's much you can really do that's gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. So I think round one, if I work him out in round one, round two, if I work him out in round two, but it's not going to take me more than 2 rounds to work somebody out because I'm not stupid.
Okay. Well, I never said you were, but
No.
Now, Gianni, what about you? What round do you think this fight would start going your way, and why, my friend?
I want to be at the first round. I think you want to win every round, maybe finish it early. And I think the moment I find the flow, the pace, how I get inside, the moment I find that, the fight is for me, I think.
Well, as a fan, I'm hoping it goes all 5. I know, gentlemen, you want to get in there and quick and do the business, but I'm hoping it goes all 5 just for a fan's sake. Have you got a final message to Gianni?
Well, good luck. I hope everything goes smoothly in your fight camp up until the fight, because if it doesn't, then we're not fighting and I'll be gutted. But yeah, just be ready. I want you to bring your best. I don't want to be fighting 50% of what you are. I want to be fighting the full thing. I want to know that I've beaten the best version of you. So just bring your A game, because I'm gonna bring mine.
And Gianni, what about you? You got anything to say to Fergus?
Yeah, good luck, Fergus. Like you say, I hope you come 100%. So we have a really good fight that day, and put some fire in the ring.
Yeah, hopefully I can win over the Belgians as well, because I've never been to Belgium. And it'd be
No,
quite
I
nice
hope
to
you.
get some Belgium fans.
I hope. Do you have?
The place that we're fighting in, because it's near Brussels, isn't it? But it's a little town.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's okay. It's not that special, but it's okay. But if you have time, you have to go to Ghent of Brussels. You can go both ways. If you have time, do that.
I will do. I've always wanted to go to Brussels.
Are you going to be eating any Belgian chocolate after weight cut?
I'm not sure I'd fight very well if I did. And we're leaving about 8 in the morning on the Sunday, so I basically got a fight, get out of the ring, sleep for about 2 hours, and then go to the airport. So I'll buy some in the in the airport, and I'll send you a video of me eating it.
Well, yeah, I would love that. I would love that, my friend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is Before the Bell, the WBC Bantamweight World Title Face-Off. Gianni, where are you guys fighting on the 25th of April, and where can people check it out?
We are fighting in Ninov. It's my home gym. So if you want the tickets, you have to search on Instagram Superfight or Sandu Gym, and you can buy there the online tickets. And I hope you're all there.
And gentlemen, just to give you selves shout outs, Fergus, where can people find you on social media?
Fergus_Badco on everything. I think. Yeah. Well, I've only actually got Instagram, so yeah, Fergus_Badco. Don't add me on Snapchat, and and I'm not going to add you back on Facebook if you add me. So follow me on Instagram, though.
Will do. And Gianni, what about you? Where can people find you online?
Also on Instagram, Gianny_De Leu. Just follow me on Instagram and you will see everything. 25 April, you will see the update of the fight.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. I know it's quite cold over there, and on a Sunday afternoon, this isn't the easiest thing to do, but thank you very much for your time, and good luck. May the best man win for the green and gold beauty, the legacy of the WBC Bantamweight World Title. 25th of April, it goes down. Fergus Smith will be taking on Gianny De Leu, two heavily experienced fighters in the world of Muay Thai. Do not miss it. You cannot miss it. It is going to be an absolute cracker. High volume, high pace, 5 rounds of pure world-class Muay Thai. Gentlemen, thank you very, very much.